Hey, what's up, Internet? It's 2026, and here's a review on the Harbor Freight tire changer. I'm going to mount and balance some tires, go over the pros and cons, and you decide after I decide whether it's good or bad. Stay tuned. Spoiler alert, it's okay. Good-ish? Oh no, I spoiled it. First off, the unboxing. It comes with everything you need to assemble it, but you need your own hardware to mount it to something. I mounted mine to a big wooden pallet. Just make sure you follow the instructions because you can put it together wrong. Exactly how I did in 2013 with my first one of these. Now for the pros and cons. Pro, price. At only $50. Dude, con, it's not assembled, so you have to assemble it. Everything you need to assemble it, the tool is there, but you have to get your own hardware to mount it to either the ground somehow or do what I did and use a pallet I had lying around. I used 3/8 by 2.5 or 3-inch screws. They ripped out on the sides eventually, but I just re-screwed them in. That was after the first 2 tires I changed. Pro, there's rubber now on parts of the thing. The rubber pieces on the bottom and the top help protect your wheels better than the old version of this tire changer. Yeah, con, the stability. When you're like really leaning into it, trying to spin the bar around to pull the bead over the tire, over the wheel, yeah, the whole pallet will just like spin. So I had to brace the pallet with my foot while I was working. Con, I think you're destined to scratch your wheels up a little bit in one way or another, no matter what. Yeah, but the biggest con is the bead breaker. You can only do so much with pipes, flat bar, and C-channel steel, I suppose, which is what this thing is made out of mainly. But it's a con. While some beads break relatively simply off of wheels, others, small or not, can be a real pain. You end up squeezing the tire like pretty hard and literally never break the bead. It just like bends. It's really annoying. So you need to get more creative with other tools. Looking at forums online, this seems to be normal. So if you bought this machine and you're watching this video wondering, what were you doing wrong? It's not you, or it's not necessarily you. It's just that some beads are impossible for this machine to break. Biggest pro, you can change your tires, and inexpensively so. Here's some extra stuff. Balancing. Don't just get one of these and change your tires and think that's it, because it's not, unless you're like low speed, non-road worthy stuff. Yeah, so for regular cars, they need to be balanced. Usually shops can do this with fancy machines that spin the tire and tell the operator like where to place physical weights on the wheel. They spin the wheel and the tire, if that wasn't obvious. If you don't balance the wheels after mounting the tires, you can expect wobbling while driving at certain speeds. This can be very dangerous if you hit some sort of natural frequency harmonic something and your tire rips apart and you're going at highway speeds. So what can you do? You could buy the weights from Harbor Freight and use this bubble weight thing, but that's kind of a pain. I've done that in the past. It's okay, it works. But use balance speeds like I did with these. I didn't know about these until a few years ago when changing the tires for my motorhome. They actually work so well with that. I'm putting them in these passenger car tires. I've changed about 6 so far in the last couple weeks. And yeah, everything's running great. I'm not sure why they're not advertised so heavily with regular car tires. Maybe they're not the best choice, but so far they're working out well. Do your research and see for yourself regarding balance beads. Also, if you've never changed a tire before, it can be really frustrating, so watch some tutorials first. Seating the beads when airing up the tire is one of the hardest parts of the whole process. I've got a lot of experience changing tires, and the best I have for you is this. Press down hard on the tire to seat the inside bead before dismounting the wheel from the machine. Then use gravity to help pull the wheel downward while it's lightly tugging on the tire, like the bead is still attached when you press it down. And you can get the upper bead to nearly seat. And, well, yeah, you were watching the video. And if you can't see it and you're blind, that's a whole set of problems I don't have a solution to. I can't do this in Braille. Wait, that would be, yeah, blind. But I can do it in audio. Anyway, it's not as easy as it looks, but it is possible. And you could get like a blaster. I don't know if that's what it's called. Harbor Freight recently started selling them. I don't recommend that, though, for smaller tires. And finally, wrapping a ratchet strap tie down around the tread, like just following the tread and ratcheting it so that it's squeezed. It can help hold the bead close to the wheel so you can air it up. Yeah, it's worth noting that Also, low profile tires are going to be even harder to change, maybe even impossible on some. Also, be careful with TPMS sensors on the valve stems. They're easy to break, but replacements are relatively cheap online, or even Walmart has them. Programming also is not so bad, with fairly inexpensive tools able to be bought online as well. I'll include affiliate links to anything where I can in the description or pinned comment. Here's a recommendation. If you are going to change tires and you have steel wheels, while I had my wheels off, I cleaned them and the brake drums and then coated them with Rust-Oleum truck bed liner spray paint. Makes it look good, but also I put the gray Rust-Oleum paint you can sort of see on these drums almost 10 years ago, and they would be incredibly rusted had I not done that. And with my experience with truck bed liner Rust-Oleum paint, this coating works even better. Where do you get new tires? The answer is online. Companies like Simple Tire, Amazon, or Tire Rack, they're all good places to start. I don't have an affiliate link for anything outside of Amazon right now. Overall, is it good or is it bad? You decide. After I decide it's good, it's okay, it's good. It's good enough for most people changing passenger car and light truck tires, especially at $50 after the coupon. It's a good deal. If you're only doing a couple sets of tires every few years, it'll eventually pay for itself, so to speak. I mean, it doesn't go out to get a job and then when ordering lunch pay for itself, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? I hope that helped. See you later, Internet.